Day 38. No, I can't say that anymore, can I? I tell you what, I have proper missed doing this. I thought I'd do a little bit of an update to tell you how things are going and when we're actually putting out like the sort of the final video. Now, my actual plan was to get it all finished and done today. I've already done the face sort a little bit and I've done all the thumbnails together and I've just got the other bits to record. So you might see that something is a little bit different. The fish tank looks a little bit different. So we bought some pondweed or whatever you'd call it to put into the fish tank to be able to aerate it a little bit better and just make it look a little bit better as well. So me and Lou do things together. So we said, right, we'll get this done today because the weed came through the post this morning. Yes, they do post weed, but not that type of weed. So they brought it, we took the tank over, she's caught it and not noticed, and we've got a crack in the bottom of it. Now, the water didn't start coming out until we'd filled it to the top, which is sod's law. So we had the spare tank that we put them in. They're going to have to stay in that now till tomorrow. I've ordered off of Amazon some of it's like a tank sealant. Put a bit of that round it and it should be absolutely fine. So that sort of like took most of the day up. That's supposed to have been like a 30-minute job, which ended up turning into about 2 hours of getting everything sorted, taking it back out again and making sure the fish are all right. But if I'm totally honest with you, I don't think the fish are that happy. Every time I've been looking at them, they've been at me. I don't know if they're shouting at me, but I'm sure they're upset with somebody called Bob. So, yes, I thought I'd do a little bit of an update and say I haven't forgotten about you all, and it isn't the fact of I've done 31 days of Sober October talking to you every day and you've shared all the stuff out and I've now just sort of ignored you. I've proper missed it. I did enjoy the first few days of sort of having a bit of a break, and that's what I did. I still had some reviews in the tank, which I put out, and but it has been nice. I've took it steady this week. It's been a steady week. How's the drinking side of it come on? Now, obviously, we all watched the Saturday night live. Thank you so much for all of you joining with me and Louise. She really enjoyed that. We sat afterwards and watched a few of the vlogs back, and it were absolutely fantastic. And we watched the live back. Now, I drank 3 cans pretty fast, as a couple of people did mention. I do like my Guinness. So I did get a little bit of... I ended up having 6 cans that night. Now, normally 6 cans would have been a starter for me. That wouldn't have affected me at all. But I did feel a little bit giddy. A little bit, you know, like when you were a teenager or when you were 18, when you first started drinking, that sort of drunk. And for the first time in a long time, I went to bed, I watched a bit of television, and then the spin came. I thought, right, it's time to go to sleep. So I laid down and didn't move. You know, that because you all know, if you've got that sort of spin, you've got to stay where you are. Once your head hits that pillar, you have to stay in that position or you're in trouble. Because once you've got that position and you lose it, you can never find it and it's whoa. So I got into that, nodded straight off. But I tell you what, I felt so groggy in the morning. Really groggy. So I'd promised the Savs lads that I'd have a beer with them to celebrate as well. But I'm telling you now, I could quite easily have not had another beer. So just before the show, Louise says, well, you can have a beer out of the fridge now, can't you? So I went in and I said, yep, opened it up. I drank the first beer. Now, that was probably a couple of hours before the show. So that was 7 beers I had. Then on the show, I started off on orange. And then I had a can. Then I had another can. And then the show was over. And I sat and watched a few other bits. I had a bit of editing that I had to do. I thought, I'll just finish that one. And I finished that. So I did the 10 cans in 2 days. Where normally what would have happened is on the Saturday night, I'd have probably drank them 10 cans and I'd have probably gone and got another 10 cans as well. But I didn't do that. So on the Monday, I went shopping and I bought some Baramotti, which I've got myself a little beer here. It's Saturday afternoon. I'm just about to have my dinner and we're going to watch a Christmas film. So I got one of the Baramottis. And I'll tell you where this Baramotti's come from as well. So they stayed in the fridge Monday, Tuesday, and then it came to Wednesday night, which was 3 Men and a Vape show. I did 1 bottle in the entire show. I think roughly around about 8:45, I opened another one. So it was like one and a little bit. And then that were it. I drank them 2 bottles and that were it. And I didn't want any more. Now, Thursday was the show, UK Vape show, or it should have been, but unfortunately Vic wasn't very well. So we didn't do that show. So I didn't have a drink Thursday. I didn't have a drink yesterday. And so this afternoon, I had 2 bottles left from the 3 that I bought. No, sorry, I had 1 bottle left, and that's it. I thought I had another one in the fridge. Damn, I'll have to go and get one. So I had 1 bottle left, and that's the one for today. So really, I had the 10 cans, the Saturday and the Sunday. The 2 on Wednesday, and then this one which is left. And I've cracked that open because we're gonna watch a film and just chill out. Like I said, I was going to record another review. So that's a little bit different, and I haven't really wanted it. I haven't really fancied it. And when I did have a drink, especially on the Sunday night on the Sav show, I just didn't fancy it. And I did it more of the fact of just to say cheers and thank you to people who had supported us. And again, on the Wednesday show, I'd have normally been guzzling it down. You know, like, I want to get on to the next one, and I just wasn't like that. So I think I've sort of like maybe reset. I didn't like the feeling on the Sunday morning. I really didn't. I didn't like this grogginess because a lot of it I've been able to get up and get things done, and I felt a lot more positive and a lot more, happier. A few of the lads have messaged me. Obviously now with lockdown you can't really do it. They messaged me, you coming round to Richard's, who's my mate, who's sort of, he's not in my bubble because my dad's my bubble, but he's 71, he hasn't got any family, so if he did get stuck I would go down there. But Richard offered me to go round and have a beer with him, and I'm like, well, I don't particularly want to. I'm not really bothered about sitting there and watching a bit of racing and having a beer. I probably would have just watched the racing. So yeah, I've sort of like reset. So it's the end of Macmillian, but the actual page is, the giving page is staying open till the end of November. We're still at the same total, which was absolutely fantastic. And on the night as well, the amount that was raised on the night of when we did the last live, we're still on there. There is a little bit more money coming in from the wonderful people at Vaped. I can have a little swig of this. It's not right. This is it. Cheers to everybody. It's not right having that on a vlog now, is it? So, yeah, big shout out to Vaped. They did the 50mm short fills. They said it hasn't gone absolutely amazing, but like I said to them, even if it's a couple of quid, it's a couple of quid. I know a few people have bought it, but it's a couple of quid back into there. I know Reedy's got to sort his sort of side out of stuff to put in there, but just amazing total. Absolutely well done to everybody. It's just amazing. And it was so nice how lovely people were to Louise. It was absolutely brilliant. So I'm not going to get into a load of this. We're going to save that for the roundup video. Might be out tomorrow. That's sort of my plan in my head. I want to get that done for tomorrow. If it's not, it will definitely be out for Monday. So I hope you are all okay out there. I have missed the comments. I hope you leave me a few comments down on this so I can get to reply to you all. And I hope you're all looking after yourselves. With the lockdown, we've already been in lockdown for over a week, so we've sort of like climatized a little bit, but a lot of you, it's all started yesterday for you. So I hope everything's all right. Do look after yourself. And it's been nice to be able to do another vlog. We are going to do a lot more on this channel, and I'm going to have a little bit more time to do it, obviously. I can't see me going back to work very soon. I think this is going to carry on all the way till March, you know. I think they're just going to do one final lockdown and see if it completely wipes it out. And I think that as well with them doing the self-employed furlough and the furlough for normal workers as well. So yeah, it's not great. Do look after yourselves. And a big love. And as I can't say I'll see you tomorrow night. I'll just have to say good night. Have a brilliant Saturday. Have a great weekend. Hopefully I'll get it all out for tomorrow. If not, it will be Monday. So have a fantastic weekend. Whatever you're doing, look after yourself. Big love from me. Good night.